Hi, my name is Michelle Tums and I'm a research biologist. I study large marine migratory animals like sharks and turtles. I want to understand where they go and I use tracking devices for this. I also want to understand why they go to the places they go, what drives them to go there. The project that I'm raising money for here is to use new tiny acoustic tracking technology to track turtle hatchlings at sea and to look at their response in relation to artificial lights and also in relation to natural things such as waves and currents. Under natural conditions, most turtle hatchlings hatch out at night and they have innate ability to find the sea. They use the horizon above the sea surface, which is often lighter than the ocean, in order to find where the sea is. Artificial lighting can cause them to become misorientated and to go off in the wrong direction, and then they can become dehydrated or predated or starve and not find the sea at all. While the problems caused by artificial light on the turtles' transit from their nest to the water's edge are really well known, what happens to them once they hit the water is largely unknown. So whether they're still attracted to lights on water, things like lights on boats or on ports or on oil rigs, we don't really know. And that's because we haven't had the technology to track them up until now. Once turtle hatchlings enter the water, they swim very quickly offshore to avoid predators in the nearshore zone, such as sharks and turtles. If lights on water cause them to spend longer time in this nearshore zone, then the effects of predation could be even higher. And there are many anecdotal reports of turtle hatchlings being attracted to lights around boats. And our preliminary research shows that this is the case, that turtles are indeed attracted to light on water, and this, of course, will increase their rates of predation. Until very recently, it's been very difficult to determine the extent of this problem because we were unable to track the animals. But now that we have these tiny new tracking devices, this one's less than 1 gram, and the average green turtle hatchling is about 24 grams. So we now have the technology to track them in the nearshore zone using this tiny tag which won't affect their ability to swim. Sea turtles are threatened species and they need our help. So our study will track these turtles in the nearshore zone with light present and with light absent to see if it really is having an effect. We will also look at their movement in relation to the natural things that they use to navigate, such as waves and currents. And then we'll really be able to determine whether man-made disturbances, such as artificial light, affect them during this really crucial time in their migration when they cross the nearshore zone where many predators lurk. The funding that I'm trying to raise here is to pay for these tiny little tracking devices to track the turtles. If we get more money than we expect, then we can deploy more of these tracking devices and have more ability to answer this question. We also work in remote places such as at Ningaloo Reef and in the Kimberley, so some of the money I'll use for the logistics of the field trip to get there and to transport our equipment there. People who contribute can track their very own turtle hatchling and they can get an appreciation of the fate of these turtle hatchlings as they hatch from their nest, travel down the beach and head off into the wide blue ocean.